लये सुन्दराकारं सदैकप्रियदर्शनम् अज्ञाननाशकं देवं सद्गुरुं मुरलीधरं मुरलीमण्डितकरकमलं मुनिजनमोहनं व्यत्यस्तपादं वनमालाधारिणं प्रेमबद्धमण्डलनित्यकीर्तितं श्रीप्रेमिकवरदम् आश्रयेऽहं गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्दा गोविन्दा सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की By the benign grace of our beloved Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Maharanyam Sri Sri Muralidhara Swamiji, and the divine couple Sri Sri Madhuri Sati Sameta Sri Premika Varadan. Today I'll be speaking on a topic called Madhura Geetam. I have named it as Essence of Sri Krishna Bhakti. Madhura Geetam is Essence of Sri Krishna Bhakti. If you see in this world, we talk about Dharma. Dharma is generally, it is termed as either duties, rituals, attitudes and values in general. Right? It all comes under Dharma. But Dharma can be classified into three: Samanya Dharma, Vaidika Dharma and Bhagavata Dharma. So many people, they get confused with this Dharma. So if you see Samanya Dharma, it's like anything that is good in humanity, right? The way you live your life. You want to be in the mode of goodness. You want to live a righteous way, right? You don't want to lie. You want to be honest to yourself. You want to do good things to others, right? Those all come under Samanya Dharma. But many people think that doing Samanya Dharma itself is perfection of human life. That's why, you will hear this, right? Sir, I just want to be good in my life, right? I want to do good to others. I want to be good to myself and others, to my family. What else you need? You don't really need to do some bhakti or something. And some people even say that, anyway, in bhakti, you're saying, you will get into goodness. Sir, I'm already good. Why should I do bhakti? Better, I will be myself. So that's why, we have to understand what is Samanya Dharma, what is Vaidika Dharma, and what is Bhagavata Dharma. So, as I said, all the life lessons that you learn in society, they all come under Samanya Dharma. But it is extremely important to have Samanya Dharma when you live your life. Because you meet people everywhere. You have family. And you yourself have to handle with your own mind. So definitely it's good to have that knowledge how to, deal with this life. How to deal with yourself. How to deal with others. Even with children. Children really challenge us. You may really think you're good, but children are the right person to test you, right? I have seen that many times myself. So it's always good to go through these life lessons all the time, throughout the life. As long as we live in this life, we have to learn these life lessons. But learning life lessons itself is not enough, right? I've heard a very beautiful analogy where you go to school and you're the most obedient boy in the school and you never miss a class. And you're always on time. And you're so good, you're so quiet. And you don't talk to any other children. Teachers love you, but you don't study well. Does it solve the purpose of going to school? No, right? You have to study well. That's the main purpose, right? All this, the good qualities that you possess, has to help the ultimate purpose, right? If you are able to pay full attention, if you keep yourself quiet, if you keep good attendance, if you have good rapport with teacher, that should help you help your education further, right? So the point here is we have got the rarest birth, we have got the human birth. What is the purpose of human birth? To attain self-realization, to attain Bhagavan. That is the ultimate purpose. If you just follow this Samanya Dharma, be good in society, that itself, by itself, is not enough. Okay? So that's where we have to very clearly understand. The reason why I say is, many times we will get deceived. When you see some bhaktas, not having some good character, we may think, what is this? He is doing bhakti for so many years, no good character, better I will be good, I am much better than him. That's not the point. He is working on something different, but that is going to help him get better. So that's what we need to understand. Next, Vaidika Dharma. So we discussed about Samanya Dharma. You are all clear about Samanya Dharma. So Vaidika Dharma is about Nitya Anushtana, Nitya and Nemitika Karmas. All come under Vaidika Dharma. See, the Samanya Dharma is conditioned with Desa, Kala and Patra. Desa, Kala, Patra. Desa means place, Kala means time, Patra means the person by itself, right? So the thing is, a simple example is, you have a rule in India for driving. Here it is different. That's a very simplest example. So based on place, the rules change, right? So, whereas Vaidika Dharma, it is very important because it's part of the Vedic scriptures. But to perform the Vedika Dharma, you need to have adhikaritvam. You need to be adhikari. Not everybody can chant all the mantras, and not all the mantras can be chanted all the time. So there are some restrictions, rules, restrictions. That's why never take mantra from anybody. It has to be taken from the authority, right? That we need to know. So Vaidika Dharma, it needs adhikaritvam. Now the third one is Bhagavata Dharma. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Savai Pumsam Paro Dharma Yato Bhaktir Atokshaje Ahaituki Apratihata Yai Atma Suprasidati. Savai Pumsam, what Dharma? Paro Dharma. So when you say Paro, it means eternal. So the Bhagavata Dharma that we are talking about, it's an eternal Dharma. See, the Samanya and Vaidika, to some extent, when it comes to Karma Kanda, right? It will help you have a better life, and it will help you better have a good, your body and mind will be, will be enhanced if you follow it rightly. But the point is, for the soul, you are not just the body and your mind. You have to do something for the eternal being that is within us. What is within us? Atma. Every single living being in this world has something called Atma. Atman is the eternal being. That is what is the driving force. So, it's not enough you do poshanam for your body and mind. Even mind is not easy nowadays, right? Many people have mental issues. It's not easy. We need grace for everything. But the point is, don't just stop with Samanya and Vedika Dharma, right? You have to do this Paro Dharma. Savai Pumsam Paro Dharma. What is that Paro Dharma? Yato Bhaktir Adokshaje. Doing bhakti to Adokshaja. What? Adokshaja is a name of Sri Krishna. As we all know, Vishnu has thousands of names. So Adokshaja is one of the names of Sri Krishna. Adokshaja means one who is beyond the knowledge, right? The knowledge can be possessed either through senses or by divine grace. This knowledge, Adokshaja, the knowledge about Adokshaja cannot be perceived through senses. It has to be perceived only through grace. So that is where we get to understand it's not just your own efforts in acquiring knowledge is enough. You need divinity, right? How do we approach divinity? We are going to see shortly. So, Savai Pumsam Paro Dharma Yato Bhaktir Atokshaje Ahaituki Apratihata. So, even that devotion to Adokshaja, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, how do you do? Ahaituki Apratihata. Unmotivated and uninterrupted. We should not do bhakti seasonally, right? You just do, okay, this summer, sir, I am free, so let me, attend a whole satsang. Let me bring all my children. Let them learn whatever you can, but see that you teach them only within this summer. I will come only after next summer. Though they are going to chant Nama, though they are going to learn, that is not enough. Because as long as you have this life, you need to, learn these lessons. We told that even Samanya Dharma has to be learned throughout your life in order to have a good life. What is speak of Paro Dharma? You have to, just like, people use the word soul food. What is soul food? This bhakti is what is soul food. So you have to do that throughout the life. And so that's why uninterrupted and unmotivated. Sometimes what happens? That's why we say Maya is powerful. Even after you come to bhakti, what happens? Your ego may boost. You may sing a song and everybody may appreciate. Wow, you are a great singer. And then that's it. We may slowly get deviated towards, fame. Right? But we all have to work on that. Every single person, every one of us have to work on our own ego. It has to be worked on. If you can chant slokas, if other kids cannot chant, one kid feels, hey, I know how to chant. See, it is there even in children, even though they are so innocent. That nature, we have to work. That's where we have that intelligence and that introspective nature of our human being is what is going to make us advance. Right? So that's why we have to constantly introspect ourselves. Am I really doing it in an unmotivated way? Unless the scriptures say these things, we won't even know that we have to do a kainkari in an unmotivated way. Right? That's the beauty. Ahetuki apratihata yehi atma suprasiditi. That Jivan who does bhakti with bhakti to adokshaja, unmotivated and uninterrupted, suprasidati. He will be like so prasannam, so peaceful, and his life is so perfect. That's the way we all have to live our lives. Now, what are the different angams of Bhagavata Dharma? We said now, Bhagavata Dharma is Paradharma. It is a dharma for the soul. We are soul. We are just covered with the body. And when we do an activity or bhakti to Bhagavan, that soul, that is when it gets nourished. When we say soul doesn't by itself get nourished, the point is it is covered, right? So the covering will get removed. Just like you have a mirror and you have a lot of dust, if you wipe out the dust, you can see yourself. That's what happens when you do bhakti. The chitta suddhi happens. When your chittam gets suddhi, the self-realization happens. When the self-realization happens, you know you are part of Bhagavan, right? So you have to do Kainkaryam to Bhagavan. You get to realize the nature of your Atma, right? So what are the different angams of bhakti, right? The best way we can understand is what we do in our satsangam. What do we do? Bhagavan Nama. We start our satsang with Bhagavan Nama Sankirtanam. We do Bhagavata Parayanam. Why Bhagavan Nama? Bhagavan Nama is this Yuga Dharma. So we have to follow the Yuga Dharma, right? So everything we do in Bhagavata Dharma is based on scriptures. So no religion without scriptures is authentic. So our scriptures is Vedam and we have Bhakti Granthas. So the Bhagavata Dharma is based on Bhakti Granthas, specifically Srimad Bhagavatam and Ramayana. So that's where we learn all these beautiful lessons and how to do bhakti. All that we learn from these Granthas. So Bhagavan Nama. So specifically since we talked about Grantha, we do Katha Shravanam and we also do Parayanam. Just now we did Bhagavata Parayanam. That's part of Angam of Bhagavata Dharma. And we do Katha Shravanam. The more you understand, the more you relish it. Right? And Bhagavat and Bhagavata Seva. So we have to do Seva. Don't just stop with doing Parayanam or doing or hearing Harikatha and Nama Sankirtanam. It should make us, humble to serve Bhagavan and Bhagavatas. Right? Guruji sings in one of the Kirtanam that, see the Bhagavatas as Adiyargalai Oruruvaga Parna or Kirtanathila Solla. So you have to see even Adiyargal, the Bhaktas, as Bhagavan himself. That's when you can serve them so humbly. Right? And see, for us the best part is it is our good fortune. It's not just we have satsang. There are several satsangs going on everywhere. But the thing is, getting a satsang by the grace of a Mahatma is the best of all. Right? That is where, we are so fortunate that we have this satsang where we have been guided and blessed by His Holiness Maharani Sri Sri Muralidhara Swami. And if you go to ashramam, You see devotees, constantly chanting Bhagavan Nama. You constantly hear Bhagavatam. So that's where you always get your satsang. That's why every year you want to go and take darshan of Mahatmas. Right? So it's all part of Bhagavata Dharma. So the one of the important aspects that we do in our satsang is Madhura Gita. So whatever we discussed as angams of Bhagavata Dharma, it is all covered in Madhura Gita. That's the beauty. See, the thing is, there are so many things to learn. You cannot read several scriptures to understand all the details unless you have time, right? But the thing is, since we are blessed by Sri Guruji, and automatically there is a sambandha. So the moment the sambandha happens, obviously you want to know what kind of works that Sri Guruji has done. Sri Guruji has done Madhura Gita. Madhura Gita is gem. It has got wonderful kirtans. I sometimes fathom how many different aspects and topics he covers in Madhura Gita. You don't even need to know how to sing Madhura Gita. Just go over it. Read the meaning. Several times, I really love it. So whenever I get opportunity and blessed to do that, I really love it. So just go over it and read the meaning. You have got wonderful, valuable information. Starting from even the Samanya Dharmas, it's all covered in Madhura Gita. Right? That's the beauty of Madhura Gita. That's why, I would like to say that Madhura Gita is essence of Sri Krishna Bhakti, because it's essence of Bhagavata Dharma. Because we are blessed and we are under the divine shelter of Sri Guruji, we can proudly say that. Madhura Gita comprises philosophy, bhakti, and what is Bhava Bhakti? So bhakti we have heard, what is Bhava Bhakti? You get to know all that in Madhura Gita. So now since we have said we are going to talk about Madhura Gita, obviously we would want to know who is Sri Guruji, right? We hear about Sri Guruji from Bhaktas, but we have to hear from Sri Guruji himself. So this is the resume kirtan of Sri Guruji. Radhayantai Kannan Yantandai Radha Krishna Bhattagal Radhayantai Kannan Yantandai Radha Krishna Bhattagal Sundam Radhayantai Kannan Yantandai Brindavaname Yendannur Brindavaname Yendannur Golokame Yendan Purvigam Golokame Yendan Purvigam Radhayantai Kannan Yantandai Radha Krishna Bhattagal Sundam Radhayantai Kannan Yantandai. Radha is my mother. Kannan is en Tandai. Who are my bandhus? Radha Krishna Bhattagal en Sundam. Brindavaname en the Noor. So where are you from? Brindavan. And every time you hear I am from Atlanta, you ask what is your Purvigam. So what is Purvigam of Sri Guruji? He says Golokam. Golokam and Purvigam. What is en Kulam? Bhagavata Kulam en Kulam. Bhagavata Kulam en Kulam. Sharanagati en Gotram. Bhagavata Kulam en Kulam. Sharanagati en Gotram. Nama Kirtanam en Tozhil. Nama Kirtanam en Tozhil. Muralidharanarul Paripurnam. Radhayantai Kannan Yantandai Radha Krishna Bhattagal Sundam Radhayantai Kannan Yantandai. My kulam is Bhagavatas. Whoever is great bhaktas of Bhagavan, they all belong to my kulam, or I belong to that kulam. Sharanagati and Gotram. Sharanagati to Sri Krishna. That is what is my Gotram. Nama Kirtanam is en Tolil. That is my work. I constantly chant Bhagavan Nama. That is my work. Because I lead such a wonderful life of Bhagavata Dharma, Muralidhara Narul, Haripuri. See how beautiful it is. That's how we get to know how beautiful is Bhavam of Sri Guruji. So we identify with people and the place of here, but Mahans don't identify with this world. They identify with Bhagavan only. Right? The beauty is, since we are talking about Madhura Geetam, we said Madhura Geetam has it all. It is the essence of Sri Krishna Bhakti. So obviously, we need to have some basics before we go deeper into the subject matter. We discussed that this human life is very rare. See, Guruji beautifully covers in a beautiful song. Narajanma maridanadu idai marakamal karuthinil pondu sayalatruvai narajanma maridanadu idai marakamal karuthinil pondu sayalatruvai narajanmam aridanadu. Please understand, Narajanma is very rare. Idai marukkamal. Don't just, take it for granted. Marakamal, karuthinil kondu seyalatruvai. Unless you have the seriousness that you have got the rarest birth of this human life, we are not going to take this life very serious, right? We have to say, what is the perfection of human life? Unless human life is the greatest of all, human life is the rarest of all. That is why they say Aridanadu. Greatest means again it's a room for getting proud. I'm the greatest of all the living beings. I'm the greatest. Enough of all our pride. Let us, at least in satsangam, let's be humble, right? So just like you leave slippers outside, when you come inside satsang, we have to leave ego outside, right? Then you can nicely see everybody as Bhagavata. Whatever little you learn, you feel so happy. Wow, so wonderful. And that is when you will constantly feel how fortunate me being in this satsangam. Otherwise, it will be like, oh my God, it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I feel a little sleepy. Right? Unless this human life is rare and the satsangam itself is rare, we won't get that intensity in bhakti. Right? ஆரறிவு கொண்டதீது ஏழு பிறவிகளிலும் ஏற்றமானது நரஜன்மமரிதானது இதை மறக்காமல் கருத்தினில் கொண்டு செயலாற்றுவாய். And then further he gives a lot of instructions. But I would like to specifically mention about the human life. So that's where I just took this kirtan. So now we understood that this human life is very rare and we have to attain perfection. And we also understood attaining perfection is either self-realization or attaining Bhagavan's lotus feet. Going back to Bhagavan is the perfection of human life. But how do we attain with our own efforts? It's not easy. It is not at all easy. Unless we have Guru Kripa, it is impossible. Right? Many people will think, I don't want to have any median between me and Bhagavan. Right? Even for small subject matters in this world, we go for classes and we have some Guru in different forms. Right? What to speak of Vishyam, which is we said Parabhakti. Parabhakti cannot be understood with our own scriptural knowledge. Let's analyze a bit. So we can say, hey, I have Bhagavad Gita, I have Bhagavatam with me. Then, and from that I can read Bhagavan, about Bhagavan, and I get the knowledge. Why do I need Guru? Right? Just say, you getting text itself, understand you're fortunate. Because people don't even get access to such granthas. But the point is, you read it by yourself. What are we doing? With your senses, you read it. And with your intellect, you understand. With your mind, you contemplate. So what did we use? With our senses, we read. With our intelligence, we understand. With our mind, we contemplate on the subject matter. What are these? These are all again part of your body and gross body and subtle body. It's all material components or material elements. But the subject matter that we are talking about is para, about Bhagavan. Bhagavan is not material. He is spiritual. So that's why, unless we have Guru Kripa, Guru is the one who constantly chants Bhagavan Nama. Guru is the one who has seen Bhagavan. And Guruji even says the qualification of Guru. Right? That's where there is a big difference. Gurus, there are different levels. Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta. But Mahans, they don't talk about other kinds of Gurus. They talk only about Uttama Gurus, who have seen Bhagavan, who talks to Bhagavan, who constantly in Bhavam, who is constantly relishing Sri Krishna Leela all the time. They cannot, be idle. Their Bhagavan Nama constantly goes in their mouth. You will see them constantly chanting. Their lips will be constantly moving. That's what is Guru, right? Just in their presence, we will feel Chitta Suddhi. Just in their very presence, you go there, your mind will feel that instant peace. Such is the greatness of Guru. Guru Kripa illamal Hari Kripa illai. Hari Kripa illamal Bhaktiyum illai. Guru Kripa illamal Hari Kripa illai. Hari Kripa illamal Bhaktiyum illai. Bhakti illamal Muktiyum illai. Mukti illamal Dukkha Nivritiyum illai. Guru Kripa illamal. See, this is where I fathom Agragitam. How easy to understand, right? Simplest words, but highest Vishya, right? Knowledge. Guru Kripa illamal Hari Kripa illai. Without Guru Kripa, you cannot get Hari Kripa. Without Hari Kripa, you cannot get Bhakti. Without Bhakti, you cannot get Mukti. Without Mukti, there is no Dukkha Nivritti. Dukkha Nivritti means free from suffering. What is the biggest suffering? It's a cycle of birth and death. Repeatedly, you are just going around and around. Right? The only way you can get Dukkha Nivritti is only so. It all starts from Guru Kripa. So, take this subject matter very serious. So, Guru Kripa, when it comes to Guru Kripa, you have to seek Guru Kripa. So, how do you seek Guru Kripa? Even for that, only way is you have to pray to Sri Krishna. Pray to Bhagavan for Guru. That's why don't search for a Guru. If you search, Guruji often says, anyone who searches for a Guru, they will fall under a false Guru. Because somebody claims, somebody shows some siddhi, even that is beyond our perception, so they may fall for it. You have to say, Guruji even sings in one kirtan, what is good for me, you do it. Likewise, even if you don't have a Guru, if you really see that this human life, if you understand that this human life is very rare, you have to attain perfection. So please, Bhagavan, bless me with a Guru. Prayers. That's where the Madhura Geetam gets more and more beautiful. So he sings, Unai kandu kalithavare kaati kodu enakku karkandu kanna. Unai kandu kalithavare kaati kodu enakku karkandu kanna. Oh Krishna, those who constantly relish your darshan, those who constantly they are immersed in your divine darshan and leela, those who are able to see Those who are blessed by you to see your own form, your own Leela, please show me. It's not possible for me because again I have to use my own little intelligence to search for, right? Nowhere, because this is all material senses, nowhere I can understand. Unless you bless me, I cannot find it. So Krishna, you bless. உன்னை கண்டு கடித்தவரை காட்டி கொடு எனக்கு கற்கண்டு கண்ணா, அவர் பதம் பணிந்து அவர் அருள் பெறுவேன், பிறவி அடைந்ததாய் ஆனந்த கூத்தாடுவேன். So look at here. If with your blessings, if I get the divine darshan of such a Uttama Guru, I will fall at his lotus feet. Avar padam panindu, avar arul peruven. That's why only you understand you got that such a Uttama Guru, you will naturally fall. How fortunate I am. Dhanyana name. That's when you will feel, oh, I am Dhanyan. So please, I fall at your feet. Avar arul peruven. You serve him and get his divine blessings. Piravi payan adaindadai ananda kuttaaduven. See? Piravi payan adaindadai. I feel, oh Krishna, I have attained the perfection of this human life. And then you just dance in ecstasy. See? That's how you have to see Guru's Kripa. It's not easy. You may say that, okay, Guruji is in ashram, just let me go and take darshan. And you just go and say, Guruji, I just changed my job, please help me get a better salary. See, those are alpapalan. Thing is, those are alpapalan. When you are going to get the highest palan of mukti with Guru's grace, what are we talking about here? Right? So that's where, we need to understand the importance of Guru. Let's not treat our Guru as like, business people where, you do transactions. Guruji, if you bless me with a 100K job, I will give you $100. No, let's not, do that kind of business. Let's take it serious. Understand, that's where, the satsanga is all about, understanding the importance of satsangam, importance of Guru, importance of bhakti, importance of mukti, importance of doing Krishna bhakti, right? Importance of Bhagavata Dharma. Those are things we have to learn in satsangam. வேறொன்றும் கேட்க மாட்டேன், மறுமொழி பேச மாட்டேன், அவராணையே உன்னாணையாய் என்றிருந்திடுவேன். So, see the humility here. Because I have understood that getting Guru Kripa is so rare, I am so blessed to get such a Uttama Guru Kripa, I will not talk nonsense. Because with my little intelligence, I may feel like, asking something petty. When he is ready to bestow a great bhakti in me, what am I going to ask? So better, I will close my mouth. I will just sit there in his divine presence. Even when he says something, let's not try to show our intelligence by saying, oh yeah, Guruji, I know that, I read that in that scripture. Don't say that. Don't say that. Just be quiet. Padagi, that jnana padagamaga padittiduven. See? That's the beauty. So what do? You just, follow him. When you say follow him, following his instructions. Follow what he says. When you do that, what happens? Such Uttama Guru bestows you with, you go back to Sri Vaikuntham after this very birth. You attain mukti after this very birth. That's the beauty. And Sri Guruji has given so many wonderful Guru Kirtanas, which we can really relish. See, because we are talking about Uttama Guru, Guruji also sings in one of the Kirtan, Veeldavar endrum meendaduthaan undo, Satgurunadar parvayil, Veeldavar endrum meendaduthaan undo. See, what a beautiful word it is, right? Veeldavar, anybody who has fallen at the divine side, or to anyone to whom Uttama Guru has seen, have shown that kataksham on that particular jivan, will he ever fall again? That's what it says. Veeldavar endrum veendaduthaan undo, right? Veendaduthaan undo. can they ever recover themselves? In this is Ramana Maharshi's work also. He says that Pulivayil Pattaadum Guruvayil Patta Seedam. So Guruji sings here. Pulivayil Pattaadum Guruvayil Patta Seedanum Guru Arul Petra Jadamum Pasu Pakshi Mirugangalum Meelave Meeladu. Such is their divine kripa. So when they show kataksham on even on a jadam, that jadam will become a uttama jnani. Right? That is what is their power. So never, when Guru gives kripa, when Guru gives some seva, just do it. Don't think whether I am qualified to do. Because you are not the one who is going to do. You are just an instrument in the hands of Guru. And if you just, follow what exactly he says, for sure you are going to do wonders. Right? That's the beauty of Uttama Guru. And what does the Guru do? Right? When he gives kripa, what happens to the disciple, right? Guru Vinnarul Petravare Irupirapanan Mediniyu Guru Vinnarul Petravare Karuma Vinai Poki Mummayam Oh fortunate souls who have got the great darshan and blessings of Guru, Irupirappalar Mediniyu. So you are not going to get any more birth. It's like, you say Dvija. Dvija means when you do Upanayana and all, they say Dvija. Just like that you are, because your life starts from the day you get Guru's darshan, Guru's kripa. Right? Karma Vinay Poki Mummayam Niki Piravi Piniyai Verarukum. What does he do? The karma that we have accumulated for so many janmas, millions of janmas, who knows how many births they have taken before. And all the karma, they are all sitting. Only a portion becomes a prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma means it's just like fruit. If you want to understand karma real quick, say you have a seed, right? You sow the seed and then it grows into branches and then finally it gives you a fruit. You will only enjoy fruit, not the whole tree, right? But the fruit still is going to bear more and more fruits. Likewise, prarabdha karma is nothing but a small fruit. It's a small matured karma that has got both, based on your papa and punya. In this birth, how much ever you can enjoy or suffer based on your prarabdha, that's what you have. But trust me, there is more in the account, sanchita karma account, which is sitting to mature. So no way with our own efforts we can get rid of such karma. Karuma vinai poki mummayam niki. On top of karma, we have this sattva, rajas, tamas, where we are constantly, one time we are a good person, the same person we get anger, the same person we get lazy, the same person, we have different characteristics. It's like Palamukha Mannan, right? So we have so many characters within us. Oh, Hare Baba, you were so nice yesterday, why are you angry today? And I'm so upset with my office, right? So small things can provoke us and change our whole character, right? So because we are just combination of sattva, rajas, tamas, depends on the situation, the propensity, one propensity goes high, suddenly passion goes high, suddenly sattva goes down. That's what happens. Mummayam niki. So that kind of fluctuations that we have, it's all going to be removed. It's all going to be removed. Slowly we will get into sattva. Sattva will keep on increasing if you just follow what Guru says. Just chant Bhagavan Nama. That's all he says. He made it so simple for us. Just keep chanting. Then Piravi Piniyai Verarukum. What happens when you do like that? When you have Guru Kripa, Piravi Pini, it's a birth, cycle of birth and death is cut. Just like you take a big tree and take a big, cutter and cut it, right? So that's how it is. So he's going to cut down that Piravi Pini. That is what is the grace of Guru, right? That's the beauty. Karuvillamal uyirillai, taruvillamal paramillai, marundillamal gunamillai, guruvillamal mukti illai. So just like how we don't have without, let me go to the last one, right? Marundillamai gunamillai. So without medicine there is no way you can cure your disease. Like this, there are several things he says, and ultimately Guru illamal mukti illai. Without Guru you can never attain mukti. So don't try with your own efforts, right? Just always seek divine blessings of Guru. And Guruji, sometimes, the thing is, in some of the Madhura Geetam, it's like highest essence. He will present it in a very simplest way, and anybody can, sing that song. But there is amazing essence in the song. Kurukku vali thedum mandargal. Kurukku vali thedum mandargale, inda kutrala kurati kuri solvenaiya. Kurukku vali thedum mandargale, inda kutrala kurati kuri solvenaiya. It's just like a character, a Kurati character. She's just going to give us a biggest secret. He's saying, hey, just hear this Kutrala Kurati. I'm going to give you a valuable instruction. Just listen to this patiently. Kasu padam selavadithu nee kaadaduram poga vendam Gurunathan padatirtham gangayam punida yamunayam. So Gurunatha's Padatirtham itself is Ganga and Yamuna. Where are you going? You human, what are you searching for? Just go and take that Padatirtham of Guru. That itself is like Ganga and Yamuna. That's the greatness, right? And then in another verse he says, for Papam, why are you again roaming around? Just his divine sight is enough, good enough to remove all the Papam. That's why we should constantly be in the Sangam. And whenever we get opportunity, just go and take the divine darshan of Mahatmas and let their divine sight fall on us. That will remove papam from us. And then for bhakti, Valara, what should we do? Bhakti Valara enna vali endru paridavika vendame Gurunathan namudu seidadai undal bhakti thane valarume. How does bhakti grows? Just take the prasadam given by Gurunathan. That's why he says when Mahans give a prasadam, partake it immediately. It's a blessings. That will give us bhakti, right? You heard in last week's katha, Tukarama, he gave a small fruit, and the other person he thought like, what is this? I am asking for Jnana Bhakti Vairagya, and this person is giving a small fruit. He threw it away. He ignored it. But a sweeper took the fruit and he ate it. What happened? Instantly he got that Jnana Bhakti and Vairagya. That's the power of Prasad, right? That we get from Guru. Then, see, now we discussed how human life is very rare and how, in order to attain perfection of human life, we have to get Guru's grace. Once you get Guru's grace, what happens? You are bestowed with the satsanga. See, it's like you get Guru's grace, it doesn't stop there. He also ensures, just like a parent, wherever the kid goes, the parent goes and ensures that whether the kid has proper accommodation, whether the kid has a lot of friends around, is the kid safe, right? That's what the parent. Likewise, Guru, what he does is, it's not that he just bestows, blesses that bhakta. He also sees to that he gives satsangam. Satsangam is very important because until we leave this body, we need a divine sangam, satsangam. That's where our bhakti, midaru, it will keep on flourishing beautifully. Bhagyam mullore varangal Parandaman pugal paada bhagyam mullore varangal Sakyamudan namanai varum koodi harikirtanathil aikyammaga Sakyamudan namanai varum koodi harikirtanathil aikyammaga Sakyamudan namanai varum koodi harikirtanathil aikyammaga Bhagyam mullore varangal. Oh great fortunate souls, Bhagyam mullore varangal. What? Parandaman pugal paada. See, this is, we are also getting a lesson here. How do we have to associate with bhaktas? Sakyamudan naam anevarum koodi. Be friendly with bhaktas. Never have any enmity, right? Enmity. Just be friendly with everybody. Sakyamudan naam anevarum koodi Hari Kirtanathil aikyamaga. Let us all involve ourselves, in this Kirtanam and just spend our life happily. Bhagyam mullore varungal Annai meera sendra vadi iduve arumai guruvum cheppum modi iduve Annai meera sendra vadi iduve arumai guruvum cheppum modi iduve karunam idai nee naduva vidadi hariyin madiyil amandidalame. See the beauty here. See, in the Sri Vaishnava Grantha it says that when one attains Bhagavad Charanam, right, Sri Vaikuntham, it is said that Jivan goes and sits in the lap of Bhagavan, Sri Vishnu. And exactly, so that's where, when Mahan sing Kirtanam, it is perfectly in line with our Shastra, right? That's the beauty is, Annai Meera Sendravadi. Don't think, it's something a new path. This Nama Sankirtan is not something new, found by some individuals. It is traditionally all great sons, all great bhaktas have followed the same path of Nama Sankirtanam. That's the same one, Arumai Guruvum Cheppumadi. That's the same person, same path is being prescribed by Guru as well. Right? It's a golden opportunity that you have got this satsangam. Don't just lose it. Take full advantage of it. Right? And then do bhakti. And when a person attains Guru Krupa and Satsangam, it will automatically lead to Nama Sankirtan. Right? Thus the Guru Kripa is not something you get and you just be idle. Right? It follows. And our Guruji has sung plenty of Kirtanams on Nama Mahima. Very, very, very beautiful. And then in one he says, Nama Mundre Podume Veen Pechadaki Nama Mundre Podume Sadhanamun Namamam Sadhyamun Namamam Samsara Vedane Niki Shanti Nalgidumam Nama Mundre Podume. Just this Bhagavan Nama itself, that itself is enough. You don't just waste your time being Pechadaki. Don't just talk. Get into action. What's the action? Do Nama Sankirtanam. Sadhanamun Namamam Sadhyamam. The sadhana that we do, the bhaktas do in Bhagavata Dharma is Bhagavan Nama chanting. Samsara Vedane Niki Shanti Nalgidimam. Everybody is running for peace everywhere. Why are you running everywhere? Just chant this Bhagavan Nama. Nama Mundre Podume. Why are you looking for different paths? Just this path is enough. He further says, this path is not meant only for bhakti, people following bhakti yogam or bhakti, right? Even jnanis, when they chanted, there are so many examples and so many personalities who have attained great jnana just by chanting Bhagavan Nama. The same, by chanting Bhagavan Nama, people have gone back to Vaikuntham. So what are we searching for? That's a universal, path for everybody. Just chant this Bhagavan Nama. Right? And then he further, there are several kirtans, I'm going to end in another 2 minutes. So he also further says, which days are good days, right? So everybody wants to have good days, right? Namam sollidum naalellam nalla naale. Hari Namam sollidum naalellam nalla naale. Hari Namam sollidum naalellam nalla naale. Unmai பக்தர்களுடன் கூடி அவன் புகழ் பாடி ஆடி களி தீடும் associate with them, just sing the glories of Him, right? And those days are the best of all days. And then surrender to a Guru, taking the divine darshan of Guru. When you get such days where you get this opportunity, those days are the best days. And then when you get to do Bhagavatam study, see, it's not like you have to do everything in a gumbal or in front of you. Just in your own home, if you start your day studying Bhagavatam or doing Nama Sankirtanam for Bhagavan only, not for anybody, just sitting alone, sitting in front of Bhagavan with that Shraddha and Bhakti, if you lovingly chant Bhagavan Nama, if you lovingly do Bhagavatam, those days are the best days. So you can analyze yourself, am I having a good day today? Right? And then darshan of Krishna Bhaktas, the day when we do Tulasi, Mullai and Lotus, if we can, do Archana to Bhagavan Sri Krishna with beautiful fragrant flowers, those days are beautiful days. Just, and in the last he gives a very beautiful instruction. நேற்றைய நாளை விட இன்றைய நாளில் சற்றேனும் நல்ல மாற்றம் இருந்தால் நல்ல நாளை. So he says, if you happen to have, just see, am I better than yesterday? If I am better than yesterday, if my character has improved, if I have more forgiveness, if I have more humility than yesterday, even a small tinge of improvement, those days are good days for me. See how beautiful. So, in essence, there are more. This is just, frankly, it's an introduction to Madhura Geetam. Guruji has sung plenty and plenty of Krishna Kirtanam. And if you want to know what pleases Krishna, if you want to know how to worship Krishna, if you want to know the beauty of Krishna, if you want to know how Mahans chant, with Krishna, and if you see, there are various bhavams, right? In a Sakya bhavam, in a friendly manner, how Krishna Bhaktas do bhakti. In a Madhurya bhavam, how Krishna Bhaktas do bhakti. Right? In a Vatsalya bhavam, like Yashoda, how Bhaktas do bhakti. Everything is in Madhura Geetam. There are plenty and plenty of Kirtanams. So with this, I would like to end that, take this Madhura Geetam. I would request everybody to just go over it. And, we have audio, we are ready to give it to everybody. If you don't have, please contact us. Just hear it, relish it, understand it. That will enhance our bhakti. That's the beauty of Madhura Geetam. So with this, I pray Shri Guruji to bless us with more and more opportunity to relish Madhura Geetam, sing with Shraddha and Bhakti, and understand the meaning of Kirtanam, and let our Guru Maharaj give us more and more understanding of this Madhura Geetam and make us sing for Bhagavan only. So with this, I pray to Shri Guruji and Bhagavan to bless all of us more and more Madhura Geetam. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.